Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex, the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live. But if you don't see it, that just means you are catching the replay. So make sure you put hashtag replay if you don't see that box. And make sure you comment the word truck to get the supply list for tonight. We are creating with the cutout of the week. I'm going to share this over into my broadcast channel really quickly. So if you're not part of the broadcast channel, make sure that you join. That's the best way to know when I am live. Because sometimes, notifications don't get sent out. So that's the best way to know. So I'm going to share the link over in there, and then we are going to get started with our cutout of the week. Y'all voted in the broadcast channel today saying y'all wanted, like spring Easter. So we went with a spring little mini truck, and I'm going to see how this turns out. Okay. So y'all pop on, say hey, and comment the word truck, TRUCK. And you will get the link to purchase this week's cutout of the week. Hi, Patricia. Hello, hello, hello. Let me pull up comments over here. All right, so it is a little mini truck that says Hello Spring. It's like our larger trucks with the inserts, but it's a little mini version. Look how adorable that is. I think it is absolutely adorable. So let's get this started. Let's start painting. Let's start putting all of our pieces apart. But I'm going to try to not lose any, okay? Because y'all know me. I tend to lose my pieces because I'm over here just yapping. But we're going to take all this apart and we're going to paint our truck first. Okay? So we're going to paint our truck like a blue color. And we're going to use our chalk paste to paint tonight. But you can use, hi guys, you can use acrylic paint, chalk paint, whatever paint that floats your boat, okay? But let's get this wiped down. So I like to take a baby wipe and wipe down my cutouts to kind of help with the yellowing. So it's not burnt, it's just, it just looks like it looks like it's burnt, but it's just the glue. You just take a baby wipe, wipe it right up, and the majority of it will come off. I was just watching, like, yay! Yes, y'all, go back and watch the replay of the live sale. There's still stuff available. There's still bundles available. So if you're wondering if there's any, like, if you're interested in a bundle, go ahead and just comment the number that's on the live. And I'll let you know if it's available. But yes, go shop the replay. Hi, Anita. Of course, Stephanie. Of course you can. I'm not gonna say no. Yes, girl, you can always hang out and watch. I didn't know you stopped. You're confused. Confused about what? All right, so I'm just taking my wipe and just wiping this down. I'm trying not to break anything, but let's start with our truck. So I think I'm gonna paint my truck blue. I think we're gonna go with colonial blue. Okay, so we're gonna use colonial blue to paint. I'm really hoping it's not dry. It's a little dry, but it's not too bad. Look what I got. I got my big old pack of my foam brushes, y'all. Good old Amazon. I'll take those 2 bundles that you messaged me about, but I still need, okay, Diane, we can do that. Absolutely, my friend. All right. So I'm going to offload my brush a little bit, and we are just going to lightly paint our truck, y'all. That's like such a pretty blue. I also think Lakeshore would be a really pretty color truck. It might be too like bright, but I think this is really pretty. My last order, because Anita, I never sent it because I wasn't sure if you wanted it or not. You had just sent an okay, and I didn't know if that was a confirmation of that you wanted it or if you didn't. So I can send it to you, not a big deal. It is colonial blue. Hi, Barbara. It is the color colonial blue. This is a chalk color. I haven't used this color in a hot second, but now that it's becoming springtime, or that we're starting to crap for spring, I have a feeling I'm going to be using this colonial blue quite a bit. What's everybody up to? How was everybody's Monday? I hope y'all had a great day. My day was good. Busy. I'm getting orders out. I had a meeting. All the things, y'all. Oh, you know what? I just realized I probably should have painted the tires black. That's okay. We can go back over it. Oh, no, Stephanie. I totally understand. Girl, I get it. I understand. Everybody's got to watch their money right now. Not a big deal. All right. So I will go back over that and we'll fix the tires here in a second. Oh no, Patricia. It's okay, Anita. I should have asked. I should have sent you a message and asked for you to clarify. That's on me too. Not a big deal, my friend. We'll get you your cutouts. Absolutely. Hi, Victoria. Grabbed the wrong end of my key. Oh no, Lisa. Yikes. I hope you're okay. But did you boatload of? I did, Pamela. When they got to my door, I thought of you. I was like, I'm so glad Pamela reminded me. I did get my buttload of baby wipes. Sure did. Hi, Sandy Brown. Still have the white chicken chili for dinner. Yum. Man, I'm driving home from Madison, Wisconsin, so I was bad, and I stopped and had McDonald's for dinner. Girl, sometimes we're weak, and sometimes even me, I gotta have McDonald's. It's so bad for you. Like, it's horribly bad for you. I was telling Thomas today, like, I wanted a snack, right? And he's like, what do you want? I was like, I really want some really salty McDonald's French fries. And he's like, really? That's what you want for a snack? And then I didn't get those. He made me, because I didn't eat lunch, but he made me, like, some, like, Parmesan, butter, garlic noodles. I don't know. It was really good. Yes, I did get them, Miss Pamela. I thought of you, my friend. I'm like, oh, Pamela would be so happy that I got these. She'd be so proud that I actually remembered to order them. All right, I'm going to go back over it one more time. It is a little streaky, so I am just going to cover kind of the parts that I messed up. Now, a lot of this is going to be covered up. Like, you don't have to paint that middle part because there's going to be a little tailgate sign that goes back there, but I painted it. They're my favorite fries. I will say that. I do like their fries. They're just so bad for you. So bad. They're like my kryptonite. And then do y'all have the basket of fries where y'all are at? That's even worse. When they first came out, the basket of fries, they were, it was like you get a basket of fries and, like, listen to me, like, being like a total fatty, but, but you get a basket of fries and a drink, and it was like for, like, I don't know, $3. And that usually was my dinner some nights when I crave salt vinegar chips. Ooh, that's a good idea. I killed myself. You get nauseous. Yeah, that's okay. I'm like their fries. I love it when like some of them are real crispy. Oh, so bad for you. Hi, Dee Dee. How are you? All right, so we got the base of our truck painted. I am going to wipe down my work mat and let's move on. Let's paint the tires. So I messed that up. I should have just painted those black, but luckily black covers majority. If I could find my black. Ooh, you know what would have been a really pretty truck color is midnight. I should have done that. Ooh, a midnight truck would be so pretty. Whoa, black, where are you? Ruh-roh, y'all. Where did my black go? This is why I need to either label my jars or flip them upside down. The only thing I don't like about flipping them upside down, there we go, is that you can't see them. I didn't even know they had a basket of fries. Yes, they do. It's dangerous. Don't do it unless you're going to share with somebody. All right, we're going to go over this in black. I could have just used a paint marker, but might as well just use my handy dandy black paste. Can you see my post? I'm having problems with seeing it. I can see your comments. Yes. You can order fries a certain way, Miss Diane? What? Are you one of those people? That sounds horrible to say. Are you one of those people? But since you order them well done, do they have to start like a whole new batch of fries for you, and then you hold up the line because you wanted them well done? That is so like accusatory. I apologize, Miss Diane, but I'm just wondering. Hi, Dewey. Yes, ma'am. I can see your comments. I saw your post on my post this morning. I don't know if I responded or not, but I did see that this morning too. That was so mean of me to say it like that. I apologize, Miss Diane. That was rude. They do have a basket of fries. They sure do. They sure do. All right, let's dry this. And then I think I'm going to paint the background of this in the same colonial blue. I shouldn't have thrown away my foam brush. Hi, Nadine. How are you, my friend? All right, so if you're just jumping on, say hey. We are creating with the cutout of the week. So this will not be added to my website permanently. You will have to order it either through the link or during the live sale on Sunday. You can order them fresh too, but definitely hold up the line. Okay. I mean, you know what? With how expensive the food is now, hold up that line. You know, it used to be somewhat inexpensive to go eat out like at fast food restaurants. That's probably why it's so bad for you too. But now it's so dang expensive. So when I ate fast food, yeah. I didn't know. Mustard yellow. Ooh, yes. Mustard yellow would look really pretty. We could do mustard yellow on the wording. What do we think about that? Or white? Yes, you can and doesn't hold up the line. Okay. Miss Diane's like, girl, I don't hold up the line. Stop saying that about me. I'm just messing with you, Miss Diane. I said that in not a very nice way. It didn't mean it the way that it came out. If you took offense to it, I apologize, my friend. All right, we're going to do the base of the truck in black. I'm a mess today, y'all. Absolute mess. But let's get this painted. Y'all hit the heart button for me. Be sure to hang out till the end. We are going to give away a blank cutout of the week. So you have a chance to win this week's cutout. Just comment and interact and hang out. And hit the heart button and share the video and all the things. So go inside to special order. So to hold up the Mary Jane comes with a compromise. I love that. Thank you. Okay. So now we have this piece that goes down here. So we're going to paint that. Okay. Let me see if I have it over here. Well, heck, I don't know where it is. I was going to say, let's paint it disco right here. Should we paint it disco so it's like a shimmery bumper, or should we just go storm? What do y'all think? That's great, actually. Should we use disco or storm? How much? So, Kathy, it's $13.99, which includes the shipping. Oh, there's Boonies. What do y'all think? Disco or, you sure did. Oh, thanks, Diane. I did not mean it in a negative way. Like I said, it's so expensive now. You hold up that line and get exactly what you want. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Joyce. I think storm would look really pretty, or grays, which is a lighter gray, but I kind of want, let's just see how this looks. This might be too dark. So this is an old color of the month. It's a metallic silver. Ooh, y'all, I think I'm gonna like that. I thought it was gonna be too dark, but that's actually really pretty. I'll show y'all here in 1 second. So it's a very pretty. Hi, Linda. Hi, Leona. Thank you so much for sharing out, Miss Doreen. I so appreciate it. And y'all, my silly self is not paying attention where I'm putting my paintbrush. All right, let's do one more coat. Now, if you don't like the shininess of it, use storm, use grays. You do you. Do it however you want to. You know, I'm just here to kind of give you a starting point, and then you make it your own. Thanks, Marcy. I like it too. All right, let's dry this. And I am kind of looking at a picture to see kind of how the person who designed the file painted it, to kind of know, to get a rough idea. Okay. So next we're going to paint this guy. So this guy is going to act as a shelf for our little flowers, okay? Because it's going to look like this. You're going to put the little basket back there, and then your flowers are going to sit in there. So you will still see it. So you want to paint this. So I'm going to paint this the color of the truck. Okay. Let's paint this guy the color of the truck. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. I think the color like I said earlier, the color midnight for this truck would be really, really pretty too. Which is like more of like a navy dark blue. I should have done that. I think that would have been gorgeous. Then with like the light colors of the flowers. But it's a mini. Missed the start. That's okay. Hi, Michelle. Happy Monday. Hello, hello. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? All right, we're going to put that to the side. All right, let's pull out our little flower insert, okay? So we have just a couple pieces left to paint. So I think I'm going to do, should we do the wording in white? So I'm thinking the wording in white, the little license plate that says flowers in white, then pink, pink, white, and then we got to paint. Marcy, if you comment the word truck, if you comment that word truck, there'll be a link in the message for you. My weekend was good, Linda. Yes, it is warming up in San Antonio, but, well, ish. It's supposed to warm up like later this week to like 78, 77, which I'm kind of excited about. All right, so I'm going to paint the little flower pots in the color camel. Thanks, Doreen. This is like a funky, look at that. I don't know what they did to that one. Goodness. Hi, Lisa. All right, and we are going to, we don't have to take it all the way up because we have little, where are they? These little pieces like this that go on like the lip of the pot. So we'll paint those. And I need to bring out my tape so we can tape down our little pieces and paint them. Okay. I'm gonna use my detail tool to clean up the edge. Alex, is this going to be an interchangeable? No, this will not be an interchangeable. Not as of now. I don't plan to make it an interchangeable because then I have to mess with the file and all of that. So right now, this is just going to be what it is. Anita, I have a bigger like it's not exactly like this, but it's very similar. It's on my website. I think it says bloom and grow instead of hello spring. But I can look into seeing if I can blow up this guy to make it an insert. We could try that. I could try that and include that in the next live sale. We could see how that turns out. Perfect, Lisa. Send me a message whenever, girl. I'm here. All right, so we painted the little basket, I guess. Does it hang or does it have, it has a little stand. So it'll stand up on its own. So this is like perfect for a tiered tray. It's not very large. I think it's 6 inches. This is 7 inches wide. And then I think the truck stands about 6 inches tall, maybe 6.5 inches tall. But I'm going to take out my painter's tape. Hi, Tammy. Okay. And let's put our little pieces on here. Somebody, I don't know, a week or so ago was like, where's your blue painter's tape? I ordered some. I didn't have any, so I just made do with what I had. She was very worried that I didn't have it. You're welcome, Anita. All right, so we said to paint, we're gonna do this in white, Correctamundo. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use a baby wipe, and we're going to use our bright white. I'm going all chalk paste to paint tonight. Okay. Like I've told y'all before, you can use acrylic paint. You can use chalk paint. Mine just varies. I've had people ask me, well, why aren't you using your chalk paste? Because I didn't want to. But tonight I wanted to. Okay. So here's the thing with the flowers license plate. Okay. The words are scored on there. So if I go in and I take a paintbrush and I paint it, the paint is going to fill in those score lines. So on something like this, that's not engraved, just scored, I highly suggest you stain it. So like take a baby wipe, right? And then lightly go over it. And you'll still be able to see the scoring on that cutout. Okay, because if you go in and paint it, a lot of times it will fill in the lines and then it'll look a little messy. So that's just a little hot tip for you. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Sean. How are you? I decided to do white. Mustard would look pretty too. Mustard would look very pretty too. I changed my mind. But I think yellow would be pretty, or like a yellow truck would be pretty. All right, we're going to go over it one more time. Brighten it up just a little bit. We might have to do a third coat, but that's okay. I'm just dipping into my paste with the baby wipe and just going right over it. All right, y'all. I know, did I ask this earlier? Hi, Julie. What did y'all have for dinner? I know some of y'all were telling me what y'all had, but tell me what y'all had for dinner. I don't know. I can't remember if I asked. And if I asked, I apologize. I know we were talking about the McDonald's basket of fries. I got my order today. Yay, Ashley. Yay, yay, yay. I'm so glad you like the mystery ribbon. Y'all pretty much sold me out of my mystery ribbon bags. I think I have one more to ship, and I think that's the last of it for now. All right, we are almost done painting everything. The last thing we have to paint are, I'm going to put this up here, are our little flowers, our tulips. So we're going to paint those in peony, I think. Yeah, no. I think we're going to do ballet slipper. Pork chops, potato skins, grilled cheese and chili. Ooh, yum, Leona. Spaghetti and Caesar salad. Yum, yum, yum. Italian beef, taco soup, hamburger patty with mashed potatoes. Yum. I want to come to y'all's houses. Sausage, gravy, biscuits. Ooh, Anita, that sounds delicious. Coconut shrimp and mashed potatoes. Pork loin, baked tater, baked beans, jello with Cool Whip. Yum, Miss Donna. Hi, Chris. Y'all are eating good. I love it. All right, we're going to use ballet slipper. And I think I'm going to do the same method with the baby wipe on this one. Meatloaf, scalloped potatoes. Yum, Marcy. Angel hair Alfredo with meatballs. You are more. Oh, thanks, Tammy. Let me just get on my plane and fly over to everybody's house for dinner. Oh, Miss Chris, I love chicken pot pie. And you make it from scratch or you make it homemade. How delicious. All right, that's going to need another coat or two. Yum, Miss Connie. I'm not even pretend that I know how to pronounce that or like embarrass myself in pronouncing it, but it sounds delicious. I'm a pasta girl. I love me some pasta. Hence probably why I eat spaghetti at least once a week. You know. Spaghetti, or what's for dinner? It's usually spaghetti for Alex. One, I just make a big batch of my homemade sauce and I freeze it. And like I pull out one bag and I know that's enough for me. And then I just cook my pasta. Smoked chicken. I'll make you my spaghetti sauce, Michelle. Everybody come on over to my tiny home. My house is not very big, so like having one other person in here is enough. But then I have more than that, it's a lot. But everybody come on over. I'll make you my homemade spaghetti sauce and we'll sit around and craft. I'll put some of y'all to work. Y'all can cut on the laser. Pasta and bean soup for dessert. I made German. Ooh, Melinda, that sounds delicious. So I probably should have just used, I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. Because my baby wipe is wet, it keeps wiping it off, and I'm just having to redo it over again. So, Pamela, I just get Italian ground sausage and I just mix it in. I used to make the meatballs, like roll them and stuff. Come on down. I made 2 pots of homemade sauce. Yum, Janice. Yes, I always freeze. I always make a big pot and then I freeze it. It's always way too much just for me, but I'll eat on it. Like that one I made, the last time I made it was back in September. And that lasted me, I think I have maybe 1 or 2 more bags left. So, on my way to my mother-in-law, lives in Ferris, Texas. Is a long way. I don't know where I've never heard of Ferris, Texas. I know. That sounds like a great girls' evening. It really does. All right. Let me put away some of our paints. We are going to start gluing everything here in just 1 second. We also need to kind of distress some things, but I want to paint the greenery on here. So I'm going to use, I'm trying to decide. I'm going to use a marker. But I don't know, that might be too dark green. Should we use, okay, hold please. Should we use the dark green or the light green for the little greenery on our tulips and our daisy? What do y'all think? My sauce and meatballs and sausage takes me 8 hours to cook. Oh, girl. Not me. Barbacoa and Brussels sprouts. I love me some Brussels sprouts. It's my husband grams straight from Italy. Oh, yum, Miss Janice. I bet that's good. Dark. Wait, yeah, Robbie, I would love to finally meet you. Light, dark. All right. While y'all are telling me in the comments, I'm going to start coloring in the score marks on here. So we have the side mirrors. Then I'm just going and painting gray, light, dark. What brand of markers are you using? These are the Artistro acrylic paint pens. They are linked in my Amazon storefront. If you comment the word truck, that is linked in the message. It just says Amazon favorites. All right, let's start with the light, because if we don't like the light, then guess what? We can go over it with the dark. Let's start there. And so far, I think I like these better than my Posca paint pens. Posca is just not, oh, that is not light. It's like, kind of reminds me of like a pesto color. Let me show y'all. Which isn't, it's not bad. Here, hold on. Do we like it, or should we keep or do the other color? Let me go ahead and do all of them. That way they're all covered the same. What do we think? I think I should change it, because I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that very much. Let's see. You like it? I wish I could afford kits. Maybe someday soon. Hi, Roberta. Y'all say keep it? Okay. Okay, we'll keep. We will keep. All right, so I'm going to go in. This is one of, for some reason, some of these came to me dry. But I can't tell if it's already used both of them. On the back first. Okay. hold on, I'm filling in the little circle. So on the back, it looks like that. It's pretty dark. I think I kind of like that one better than the other. You know what I mean? Alrighty. Oh, sorry. We need to do the rest of the truck. So we have the tail lights. It's kind of hard to see, but those are scored on there. So we're going to paint those. I'm going to use my paint pens. I'm going to attempt to try to paint, freehand paint that. That's where the markers come in. Handy dandy markers. Paint them in. Change it. I love your Pendle. Did you get on him? No, that came from Target like years ago. I got that when I was teaching. Ooh, that red does not look good. Nope, I don't like that one. So see, not all paint pens are created equal, y'all. Let's dry it. Well, my good old Faithful's dead, or it's unplugged. Well, shoot, y'all. Okay, well, y'all just saw that, right? I tried to turn it on, and it wouldn't turn on. There's some, like, voodoo happening over here. I don't know what's going on. Oh, y'all. It's never boring. All right, so we're going to go in with the Sharpie brand. It's going to need another coat. Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. All right, I'm going to go in with one more coat on the yellow. Let's dry, maybe. It's never done that, though. I've had this sucker for years. It's never done that. So who the heck knows? Yeah, Lisa, I have a chalk one, the Cutout quick dry tool, that I need to switch that out with because I was waiting for them to bring out one with a longer cord, and they finally did. I mean, this was a while ago that they came out with this. I just haven't switched it. All right. There we go. Let's dry. You just like, yeah, it's our, I don't have a house ghost, but maybe now I do. Cheryl, I like that. We just blame things on our house ghosts. I think that's hilarious. Alrighty. Now we're done with all the painting and everything, as far as I can see. We're going to start distressing and putting this together. So let me move this here. Let me put this down. I did pull out my Distress Oxide. We're going to use this to kind of dirty up our truck and just add some dimension around the edges. But you don't have to do this step. You can totally leave it without this, if you like it without the distressed edges. This is not something that has to be done. But I do think it kind of just brings a finished touch to it. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on this. You have, yeah, I guess so. Hi, Angie. Your house, oh, I guess house ghosts are a thing. Charlie, Casper. I don't know if Michelle said her house ghost is named Casper, but it seems like this is a thing that I had no clue about. Alrighty, so we're going to go in. Sorry, y'all. I was just kind of thinking. We're going to use our Distressing Crayon. And I don't think I have a makeup sponge, so we're going to do it with a finger dauber. I'm going to cover this. Okay, like so. And then I'm going to take my little tulip and I am just going to add a little bit of dimension to the tulip. I know it's hard to see, but I think once I learned how to use the distressing crayons, I really like them. I think I like them for the most part more than the oxide. So these are awesome. At our house, we say my dad is being silly with us. Oh, I like that. That's fun. All right. Are we ready? Let's put this bad boy together. I need something. I know. There it is, and it's gone. Yep. Leona, you and me. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start blaming everything on my house ghosts. Y'all just gave me the best idea. All right. We're going to use some stick fast glue. Let's get this started. We're going to put this bad boy together, and then we're going to be done, y'all. Okay. So I'm going to put, ooh, that is moving. Put that on here. Is the distressing crown? Yes, Rebecca, they sure are. They sure are. There's even like gold and silver and I think copper ones. I have them. I just haven't used them yet. Hi, could you show me how the coffee sign behind you? This one? There you go, Linda. People love that coffee sign. I'm like so surprised by it. All right, let me distress this, even though most of this is going to be covered. Let's still distress it. And then we're going to glue it. So this is the way you put the big trucks together. I'm going to see if y'all like the insert for this one. I'm going to see if I can make it bigger to fit the other ones. Because it's not an option for the person who designs the file, but I think I can manage that. I work at a store and Alfred is the in-house resident. Well, there you go. Dang, Alfred. Being a little silly ghost. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of distress oxide to this. So this is important, okay? Because if you glue this wrong, this piece is not going to have a shelf to sit on. So you're going to want to glue this rectangle piece first. And then you're going to glue this on top of that rectangle piece, okay? So I'm just going to line up the edges of the bottom with the bottom of that little rectangle piece. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom of this piece. And we're going to throw this on. Do you have it to order? Yes, Linda. I sure do. Let me see if wow, that's setting up because we do need that to set up just a second. Yes. Let me get the link for you. I'm working on my website, like updating some things. So you might see some things. If you're on my website, you might see some things that weren't there before or that got moved. So just bear with me. I'm working slowly on kind of getting things listed into categories on there and stuff. Miss Linda, here you go. I just dropped the link in the comments for you. All right, let's do Hello Spring. Just a little bit. And we're going to line that up on the tailgate. Ooh, this is cute. All right, so there's our little truck. We're going to put that guy to the side. Let's pull this out. Let's glue these little pieces. Okay, so we're going to glue the little brims. I don't know if these are brims. They're not a hat. You silly Alex. Glue these on. Now, the picture I'm looking at has the splatter on the flowers. So we're going to see if we should do the splatter or not. And y'all can let me know. Okay. This is adorable. I love this. You're welcome, Linda. You are absolutely welcome, my friend. Anytime. Oh my gosh. All right. Should we add the splatter or should we leave it? Let's see. This needs to set up just a smidge. Hold on. I get ahead of myself because I get so dang excited to show y'all. And then my pieces move. Oh my gosh. Look how cute that is. Or we could just add some, maybe we just add some like white distressing ink. What do we think? I don't have my white ink in here. So we're going to use this. It's tiny. Will you be able to see it? The splatter? Well, yeah. But let's do this. Let's see if I can just kind of add a little bit. Yeah, that's working. It is so adorable. I think this would be so cute in a bigger truck too. I'm gonna have to mess with that tomorrow. Janice is like, do not touch it. It's perfect. She might not be saying it's perfect, but to me, I think she's saying it's perfect. Okay. There. I just added a little bit of white. Oh my God, look how cute that is. Let's add the flowers, license plate. This is adorable. Adorable. I am obsessed. All right. Oh, I thought I broke that. Should we... Now I'm wondering if we should go in. I know, isn't that so cute? Maybe we need to come up with a mini line. Maybe I do a little mini line of trucks. Oh my gosh, that's another interchangeable to add to the live sale repertoire, whatever, however you say it. I'm gonna add, y'all know what I'm saying. Just a little bit. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That is adding to it. That's what it needed. Yep. Okay. So I just added a little bit of white lining. I'm going to add a little bit here. That's the wrong one. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. We need this insert in a big version. I'm going to mess with the file and see if I can make it bigger. Minis would be great. Now, I don't know if I could do, everything in a mini. But I could do, hold on, please. All right. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely adorable. Let me dry it. And then we're done, y'all. This cutout of the week is so stinking cute. I think I hit this one out of the park. I mean, I'll give myself a little pat on the back here. What do y'all think? Oh my gosh. I feel like the white lines kind of just, it like add just a little something to it. So this is the cutout of the week. This is only going to be available this week. So if you comment the word truck, TRUCK, and go check your messenger, there's a link in there for you to click on and purchase it if you want to. Yes. Or if you are one of my avid shoppers and you like to shop my live sale, like always, this will be available on Sunday's live sale. I'll have to see if I can make some of the minis, but I think we might have a new interchangeable idea. Like the interchangeables that are pretty basic and there's not a lot of tiny little pieces to it. I think I could make little mini inserts for it. But what do y'all think? Now this insert I will only have available this week. I won't make it available on the website. So if you want this truck, grab it now. I cannot guarantee that I will bring out a mini line of truck interchangeables. I'm going to mess with it and see if it's even worth my time. But I would snag this while you can. And I'm probably going to make this into a bigger version for this week's live sale on the big truck. But there it is. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. I love it. Love, love, love it. Hi, Deborah Burns. All right, y'all, hit that heart button for me. If you have not done so, please make sure you are in the broadcast channel. So right down here in the pinned comment, if you will do me a favor, open up that pinned comment if it's not open and click on the link to join the broadcast channel. That is the best way to get notified when I am live, because I do send a message in there directly once I go live. And I also do deals and sales and stuff like that. Occasionally I'll have like a discount code in there for my broadcast subscribers. But make sure you're in there and let's pick a winner, okay? So, let me refresh my screen. Let's say the 10th person, number 10 on my end, to comment the word, hold please. Let my comments load. The 10th person on my end to comment the word blue, will be the winner of a blank cutout of the week. Comment the word blue. You can only enter in once though. Hi, Don Grant. To comment that word blue. Connie Lee was number 1. Amy was 2. Angie was 3. There go the balloons. Tammy was 4. Jan was 5. Darlene was 6. Shannon was 7. Diane was 8. Connie was 9. The next person on my end, Leona Sourbeer. Miss Leona, you have won a blank cutout of the week. Please send me a message so I can get your form to you for you to fill out. But y'all, go grab this. Go grab it. This I am actually obsessed with. There's not a picture with it on the website quite yet, but I'm going to take a picture real quick and upload it. But go grab it. I love this thing. Oh my gosh. I think I did a really good job with this one. I'm just going to say that. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your night. I will be live tomorrow. Make sure you check the broadcast channel for my weekly schedule. I posted it up in there. And also before you go check out the VIP group. I have some retired Valentine's Day transfers that are on big old discount, and they can ship ASAP as soon as your invoice is paid, so you can get them in before Valentine's Day. So go check out that post in there. I will see all of y'all tomorrow night. Bye, y'all.